everybody, please join us in the pledge of allegiance.
Good evening from PPRD Sports. Welcome to Beaver Stadium. Tonight's contest between the Magnet Cove Panthers and the Glen Rose Beavers. We've had the national anthem, the alma maters, the Pledge of Allegiance, and we are just moments away from an exciting game here in Glen Rose. Magnet Cove hoping to bounce back after a disappointing loss to Bismarck last week. Looking to bounce back and play a little better in the trenches at the line of scrimmage. And I would think the thing that would be most important tonight would be to control those turnovers. If you remember, we had about 6 turnovers last week. So that's going to have to be a key tonight. Glen Rose is too good of a team to hand the ball over to them about 6 times. So I'm sure that'll be a point of emphasis, has been throughout the week in preparation for tonight's game. And I'm sure they'll be reminded of that throughout the game and the process of it. We're looking forward to an exciting game here at Beaver Stadium, and look forward to sharing that evening with you. This is Jeff Kreisel, PPRD Sports, and we'll be right back with you for tonight's action. All right, we're making preparations for the opening kickoff. Coin toss was just a moment ago, and Magnet Cove has won the coin toss, has deferred to the second half for their option. Captains for tonight's game was kind of interesting in that both teams sent number 9 to be captain. Number 9 for Magnet Cove is Jeffrey Schaefer, and number 9 for Glen Rose, Braden Youngman. Maybe one of the first times I've seen that where the captain from each team wore the same number. Magnet Cove has come through their run through and have taken the field. Here comes the Beavers of Glen Rose. And we are getting ready for live action here on a Friday night in Glen Rose. Not quite full fall weather yet, but it's not as hot as it has been being. And so there's getting to be that atmosphere of football on Friday night in Arkansas again. Temperatures getting a little bit cooler, and in these rural parts of Arkansas on Friday night, it's a big night, and everybody comes out to the field and cheers on their teams. So it feels like fall time again in Arkansas.
Dalton Taylor will be back deep for the Beavers.
Number 22, Dalton Taylor, is back deep to receive the kick for the Glen Rose Beavers. Officials holding on to the ball. We'll be ready to set it for in just a moment and get the kickoff going. We'll be live action here at Beaver Stadium. Glen Rose is in the white pants, red trim, red jerseys, white letters, red helmets. Cove tonight's in the orange pants, white shirts, white jerseys, and black numerals with the orange trim, orange helmets. And there's the kick, onside kick attempted by Cove. The ball's on the ground. It did bounce off of a Glen Rose player. Cove has recovered the ball. That's a great way to start the game. Cove will have the ball 1st and 10 from the Glen Rose 48-yard line. One of the Glen Rose defenders there trying to catch the ball and fall on it, but it bounced off of his chest and bounced just out of his arm's reach. And Cove was there to cover it up. So that gives them a great starting place to begin the game. First and 10 for the Panthers from the 48-yard line. You couldn't have asked for anything better. That'll give them actually now the first offensive possession in both halves, the first and the second half. So you couldn't ask for anything better. Direct snap. He's up the middle. He is breaking tackles. He is turning. He is down almost to the 20-yard line.
Brent Williams on the carry. Turner and Hudson on the tackle.
He carried several of the defenders with him as they struggled to bring him down. Great run, great play there. Picking up big yardage all the way down to the 21-yard line. Cove had the ball 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Flag on the play. Handoff is right up the middle. Gain of a couple yards, but we'll check the penalty. False start against the Panthers. That'll back them up 5 yards. Move the ball back to the 26-yard line. Down will remain the same. It'll be first down. 1st and 15 now for the Panthers. You couldn't have scripted a better beginning for this game between the onside kick and that first rumble from the line of scrimmage. Could not have asked for anything better. Quarterback keeps the ball, number 12. That's Julius McClellan carrying the ball. And he picks up yardage down to the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 12 there for the Panthers. I said quarterback kept it. It was a handoff. Julius, not the quarterback. Handoff to Julius, and he carries the ball up the middle. Picks up about 3 on the play. 2nd down, 12. Wide open in the end zone if we make the catch, and we do. Touchdown, Panthers.
That was Braden Gamble with the touchdown reception.
Boy, it just has been a great start to this game for the Panthers. Evan Ashcraft with a beautiful pass. Receiver was wide open in the end zone. There wasn't a defender anywhere close to him. Now the onside, the PAT, and it is through the middle, and it is good. 10:50 to go in the first quarter of play. Cove has drawn first blood, and they lead 7-0 here at Beaver Stadium. This is PPRD Sports. We'll take a break and be right back with you. All right, ball's teed up. We're ready for the kickoff after that touchdown by Magnet Cove. This time it's a high kick. Fair catch is called for by Glen Rose and made successfully just outside the 35-yard line. That's number 2 making the catch, Heath Balance. So Glen Rose will come out now, have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. It'll be their first offensive touch of the ball. Magnet Cove be on defense. Glen Rose has 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side of the field, 1 to the far, and a running back flanking the quarterback. Quarterback hands to that running back. He carries up the middle. He's drugged down for a short gain. Several of the defenders there making the tackle. Gain of about 2 on the play out to the 41-yard line, 42-yard line. And so gain of 2 or 3 there on the play. 2nd down and long for Glen Rose. I did not see a flag, but they're going to the public announcer here at Beaver Stadium just announced that there was a dead ball unsportsmanlike against Glen Rose. So that's going to back them up 15 yards for that infraction. Carries the ball back to the 25-yard line. They'll have the ball there. 2nd down and 2nd and 24. They've got to get out to the 49-yard line. So 2nd and 24 for the Beavers. This time they have 4 wideouts. There's the snap, the pass across the middle, and it is complete just over the outstretched arm of the defender. Just a matter if they're going to get, they will get him tackled and pushed out of bounds before he's able to score. Rumbling across the middle and was open for the pass. Carries it down to the 12-yard line of Magnet Cove. And that is a Glen Rose 1st down now. Again, they have that 4 wideout look with the 1 running back in the backfield. There's the snap. Give is to the running back. He works his way up the middle, bounces outside just a little bit, dragging some defenders along the way with him. Picked up quite a bit of yardage there. Probably down about 7. 2nd down and 3 for Glen Rose. Rain Bland, quarterback, waits the snap. Calls for it. There is the snap. Hands the ball off to number 22. He is in the end zone for a Glen Rose touchdown. Dalton Taylor with the run. He carries it in from about the 6-yard line or so, and that is a Glen Rose touchdown. We'll have the PAT, point after attempt, in just a moment. We keep this pace up, we may have a high-scoring event here tonight. There's the snap, the hold. Hold is good, snap's good, the kick is good. So at 9:42 left to go in the first quarter of play, we have a new score at Beaver Stadium. It is Magnet Cove 7 and Glen Rose 7. This is PPRD Sports. We'll be right back. All right, Glen Rose has the ball teed up for the kickoff. Magnet has 3 men drop deep to receive the kickoff. Ball is set. Kicker is approaching the ball. There's the kick. High kick goes down to about the 18-yard line. He's going to be dropped about the 27-yard line. 85, handling the ball for Magnet Cove. Draven Riggin ran a lot of yardage, but most of it from side to side, trying to get outside and get around the tacklers of Glen Rose. Good run back, though. Got the ball out to the 27-yard line. Magnet Cove will have the ball 1st and 10 from its own 27-yard line. Panthers break the huddle. Evan leads them to the line of scrimmage. Calling for the snap. There's the snap. Evan hands the ball off up the middle. Running the ball hard again are the Panthers. Julius Clellum with the carry. Number 12 carrying the ball. He's brought down by about 3 of the Beavers. He picks up 6 yards. 2nd down and 4. Got to be impressed with the way Magnet's been running the ball tonight so far. I know it's very early in the game, but offensive line seems to be able to open some holes and create some running space for our running backs. That's a good sign. The games were won and lost in the trenches. So it's good to see our offensive line opening some holes. Oh, and I bragged on them too soon. Handed the ball off, and the exchange from the quarterback and the running back and the arrival of the defense was all about the same point in time. Loss on the play back to the 31-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 6 for the Panthers. It's important to be able to take the confidence from that first opening offensive series and build upon that. And certainly don't want to go 3 and out here if at all possible. Evans back to pass. He's under pressure. He avoids some pressure. He's going to tuck it and run. I believe he's going to get 1st down yardage. He is going to make it to the 1st down yardage. Number 20, Evan Ashcraft with the ball. He carries it out to the near 40-yard line. They're going to spot it about the 39, and that's enough for a Panther 1st down. Evan doing a good job of not trying to hold it too long and make something happen. Realized that he was under pressure and everybody was covered. Just tuck it and run, and picked up enough yardage for a 1st down. Good-looking play there by Ashcraft. Now he stands at the 25-yard line. Again, there's the snap. Handoff is to number 15, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield for a loss. Matt Stone carrying the ball. Matt's looked good at times this year running the ball. He's had some good runs. Need to have a big night from him tonight. Not a terrible loss on the play. Loss of a yard. 2nd down and 11 now for the Panthers. They come out, spread 2 to the near side of the field, 1 to the far. Evan Ashcraft throws a pass just out of the reach of his intended receiver, which is number 1, Kaiser Kidder. Ball falls incomplete. 3rd and 11 now for the Panthers. Glen Rose has got their cowbells ringing. It's always an exciting night, high school football in Arkansas. Evan Ashcraft receives the snap. He's back deep. Pressure coming up the middle again. Oh, he almost avoids it. Then there's a fumble, and Glen Rose is going to recover that fumble at the line of scrimmage. So the Beavers will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. And the one thing that we could not do with a talented Glen Rose team is turn the ball over. The ball's going to be spotted at the 38-yard line. And it'll be 1st down for the Beavers. We'll have to shake that off and have a short memory and not let it come back and get us again. When I played ball, Coach always said, don't let the same team or the same play beat you twice. You got to learn to forget it. Glen Rose comes out in a stacked formation, 4 receivers, and they're going to throw a receiver screen, split screen out here. It is complete. He picks up good yardage, finally bumped out by number 11. Hayden Browning bumps him out of bounds, but not till Glen Rose has carried the ball out across the 25 down to about the between the 24 and the 23, closer to the 24-yard line. It'd be 1st and 10 there, just beyond the 24 of Glen Rose. Snap, and the handoff is given to number 22. He picks up a few yards across the middle. Again, tackled by number 11, which is Hayden Browning. But there is a flag on the play. We'll check and see what that is before we get the ball set and ready for our next play. Holding against Glen Rose. That's going to back them up 10 yards, negate that run.
10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Ball will come back out to the 32-yard line. And Glen Rose will have the ball there at the 32-yard line, 1st down. First and about 18 for Glen Rose. Offense breaks huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage. Again, 4 wideouts, running back. Quarterback's pass is across the middle, and boy, Cove had nobody close to the receiver. He was wide open, catches the ball, and just walks into the end zone for a Glen Rose touchdown. That's number 22, Dalton Taylor, with the reception and the touchdown. There's the snap for the PAT. PAT is up, and it is good. 6 minutes, 32 seconds left to go in the ball game at Beaver Stadium. The score is Glen Rose 14, Magnet Cove 7. Ensuing kickoff to follow, and Magnet Cove will have another opportunity offensively with the ball. This is PPRD Sports. We'll be right back. Evan will need to make sure, like I said a minute ago, to shake this one off and put it in his rearview mirror and live to play this down and see what he can do to lead his team down the field. Tight set for Magnet Cove now. Number 5, Kay Davis hands the ball off. Carry is out to the 30-yard line, just shy of it. Gain of about 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6. And that's still number 5, Kay Davis, in at quarterback.
Julius Clement on the carry.
Handoff is number 12, Julius McClellan. He picks up another yard or two, brings up third and manageable. You know, that's the thing. You don't want to get behind the sticks. You got to have a good positive play, first down, and keep everything manageable for you and within reach. You don't like to start with a penalty or a sack and get behind the chains. Panthers come to the line of scrimmage. There's the snap, and we have a flag on the play. I believe that's going to be a false start against Magnet Cove. It was going to be a quarterback sneak. Number 5, K. Davis, was just going to follow his offensive line.
A 5-yard penalty back to the original line of scrimmage, back at the 26.
The mark-off for the false start is going to carry the ball back to about the 27-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 9 there for the Panthers. I believe Evan Ashcraft back into quarterback for this down. There's the snap. Evan drops back, throws a deep pass. Incomplete. The receiver had 2 Glen Rose Beavers bracketing him, one above and one below him. Incomplete pass stops the clock, brings up 4th and 9. Magnet Cove going to drop back into punt formation. Number 22, Connor Taylor is back deep for Glen Rose. Punts away.
Panthers punt. Going to be ruled out of bounds. Looks like they're going to spot it about the 40.
Went out of bounds, and waiting for them to decide where they're going to spot it. It looks like they're going to spot it at about the 43-yard line of the Panthers. So Glen Rose got good field position to begin this offensive series. Glen Rose has 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side, quarterback, and then 2 in the backfield. Quarterback's pass is going to be a screen, and there's flags all over that. It's going to be pass interference against Magnet Cove. Hayden Browning got there just a little bit early and hit the receiver before he had a chance to catch the ball. So that's going to be a mark-off against Magnet Cove and actually drive the ball deeper into their own territory. $15-yard penalty. Down to the 28-yard line. Glen Rose will have the ball 1st and 10 from the Magnet Cove 28-yard line. There's the snap. Quarterback's pass. This time is picked off. Number 12, Julius McClellan picks it off, and he's still rumbling with the ball. He's going to be pushed out of bounds just about between the 35 and 40-yard line.
Number 12, Julius Clement with interception for the Panthers.
Boy, did we need that. Glen Rose already up by a score and was driving, and we didn't have a great punt. Just it's an opportunity to get down on yourself, but then you get a turnover like that, an interception, a good run back, and maybe that'll put a spark of life back into the Panthers. And I believe there's a flag on the other side. The referee is going to signal personal foul against Glen Rose. That'll be their second dead ball foul of the night, 15 yards each time. So that's 30 yards they've given away in penalties of that are dead ball fouls. You hate to see that as a coach. You want your kids to play hard and aggressive, but you gotta have some control so you don't hurt your team with penalties like that. Ball's all the way across the 50-yard line now for the Panthers, down to the 47 of Glen Rose. 1st and 10 there for the Panthers. There's the snap. Evan hands the ball off. He's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage and finally driven back and tackled in the backfield. Number 12, Julius McClellan with the carry.
Loss of about a yard on the play.
They're gonna spot him short of the original line of scrimmage, so loss of a yard on the play brings up 2nd down and 11.
Will be 2nd and 11.
Magnet Cove needs to take full advantage of not only the turnover with the interception, but then the gift of the 15 yards by the personal foul. Take advantage of all that and push this one on into the end zone, draw even with the Beavers. Flag on the play. I believe that's going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game is a call against the Panthers.
Delay of game against the Panthers.
5-yard penalty.
Already backed up 2nd and 11. Now it will be 2nd and 16.
It's going to be 2nd and 16.
And those are those things that I was mentioning a minute ago about you got to work hard, try to not get behind the chains. Now, Mount Cove finds himself 2nd and 16 back on their side of the 50 now. Ashcraft has the snap. He's back deep. And he's going to be sacked back at the 35-yard line, looking for somebody open, and never could find anybody. And you want to see him develop and know that clock goes off in your head and know you can't hold it that long and get rid of it and live to fight another down.
It's going to be at the 38-yard line.
Ball's now at the 38-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd and very long for Magnet Cove. They break the huddle facing 3rd and 16, I believe, is what they have on 3rd and 25 on the scoreboard. That looks to be about right. There's the snap. Ashcraft back deep, and again he has pressure in his face. He gets rid of it, and this one falls incomplete. Overshoots his intended target. That's going to bring up 4th and very long for Magnet Cove. Glen Rose defense holds them, and seems that they will not suffer any kind of a damage from the penalty or the turnover, either one.
Connor Taylor back deep for the Beavers.
That was an interesting play. The punt was not a great punt. Number 2 was downfield for Magnet Cove, Justice Traylor, and he was being blocked. And I guess he saw that the guy that was standing right beside him had caught the ball, and somehow while he was being blocked, still able to make the tackle. That was a great play by that young man to have the vision to see what was going on about him, and even though he was being blocked, to shed that block enough that he could make the tackle. Glen Rose will have the ball now 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. They break huddle with 3 wideouts, 2 to this side, 1 to the top of the field, 1 running back. Handoff is to that running back. He's met first by number 55, Luke Harper, but is able to break Luke's grasp and go ahead down to the 45-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 for the Glen Rose Beavers. Running back was, again, able to just get out of Luke's grasp and rumble ahead until he's brought down by 2 or 3 of the other Panther defenders. Ball resting just inside the 45-yard line. 2nd down. Number 11 in motion. Now he is set. There's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Number 22 running the ball hard. He's tackled by about 4 or 5 of the Panthers. Number 75, we'll give him the credit with the tackle there. That's Mason Henderson with the tackle. However, number 22 is able to carry the ball ahead for a Glen Rose 1st down. Dalton Taylor with the run. Ball is inside the 40, down to about the 39. And it is first down and 10 for Glen Rose. Again, number 11 goes in motion and sets. There's the snap. Quarterback back to pass. Oh, me. It looked like Magnet Cove was going to pick that off, but the receiver made the adjustment that he had to make on the ball to be able to come down with it. When the pass first went up, it looked like Magnet Cove was going to have their second interception, but the receiver cut back and made the correction on the ball, and he's able to bring it in. The ball's inside the 10-yard line, and it is first and goal for the Beavers. Handoff again to number 22, and again, same problem. He's being hit at the line of scrimmage, but then he's able to get through those tackles and carry the ball on into the end zone. And that is a Glen Rose touchdown. That's number 22 again running the ball, Dalton Taylor for Glen Rose. He's already had a pretty solid night in running the ball. And the kick is up, and it is good. We have 1 minute and 6 seconds left to go in the first quarter of the game. The score now is Glen Rose 21, Magnet Cove 7. We'll be back in just a moment with the kickoff. PPRD Sports. Jackson's got the ball teed up for the kickoff from the 40-yard line. Just as Traylor's back deep, the kick is going to settle in about the 10-yard line. Magnet Cove catches the ball and carries the ball out to about the 20, maybe the 21. It'll be first down and 10 there for the Panthers.
The ball is going to be spotted. Looks like about the 21-yard line. Carson Dane and Xander May in on the tackle. A first and 10 for Magnet Cove.
First down and 10 for Magnet Cove from their own 21-yard line. Just over a minute left to go in the first quarter of play. Magnet's going to have to drive the ball here and not let this one get out of hand on us. Keep them close. You know, if you keep a game close, you never know what can happen at the end. Look at that run. Magnet Cove hands the ball off. Wait and get a number on that. 33. Number 33 running the ball for Magnet Cove. That's Brett Williams running the ball, and he showed that he had some power there. He carried some defenders, 2 or 3 defenders with him for a few yards there. Picks up enough yardage for a first down out at about the 33-yard line of Magnet Cove. Number 12, Julius McClellan, keeping the ball. He carries the ball out to the 35-yard line. Magnet went with that wildcat look there. Ball's at the 35-yard line. It's going to be second down and about 8. Looks like Magnet's content just to let this first quarter come to an end and make the walk to the other end of the field where they will have the ball second and 8 from their own 35-yard line. And, indeed, that's what they do. First quarter is in the books. First quarter sees Glen Rose take a 21-7 lead into the second quarter. And Magnet Cove has the ball driving from their own 35-yard line, second and 8. This is PPRD Sports. We'll be right back for the second quarter. All right, back for second quarter action. And first play in the second quarter is going to be a loss for Magnet Cove. Running back's going to be drugged down in the backfield for a loss. Number 2, Justice Traylor running the ball, and loss is back to the 39-yard line. It's going to be third down and about 14, maybe 15 for Magnet Cove. Pass falls incomplete, intended for number 22, Braden Campbell, pardon me. It's going to be fourth down and long for the Panthers. Y'all bear with me on these names. I'm still trying to learn to put names and numbers together. Fourth down and long for Magnet Cove. They're back in punt formation. Both these teams suffered a defeat last Friday night. Magnet Cove defeated by Bismarck. Glen Rose was defeated by Malvern. Punt is handled on the hop, and already there's been 2 broken tackles, and now there's about 3 guys to finally bring him down at the 30, we'll call it about the 37-yard line. The Beavers will have the ball there, first and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
Looks like the ball will be spotted about the 36-yard line. Glen Rose will take over first and 10.
And the referee starts the clock. Everybody's set at the line of scrimmage. First and 10, there's the snap. Give is to the running back. And there's no broken tackles this time. The defense rises to the occasion and is able to bring the running back down in the backfield for a loss on the play. Charge was led by number 8, Matt Jones. Loss of a couple on the play, maybe 3. Second and 13 for Glen Rose. Matt spearheaded that, had 2 or 3 of his buddies come help finish it off, and defense looked a little better on that play. Here's a pass downfield for Glen Rose, and it is complete to number 88. Tag Haynes with the catch. There is a flag on the play. We'll check with that. I believe it's going to be against Magnet Cove because the coach signaled that he wanted to decline the penalty. It is a roughing the passer call against Magnet Cove. The penalty is declined. They'll take the play. more yardage off of the play than there is for the penalty. The ball's inside the 40 down to the Magnet Cove between the 39 and the 38, and there the Beavers have the ball 1st and 10.
Taylor on the carry. Schaefer on the tackle. Ball spotted about the 34-yard line.
Number 9, Jeffrey Schaefer with the tackle on that play. Gain of about 4 on the play. 2nd down 6 for Glen Rose. Ball is just inside the 35-yard line. Everybody is set. Quarterback calls for the ball, hands the ball off again to number 22. He is around the end. He's got more than enough yardage for 1st down. Dalton Taylor with the tackle, with the carry.
Brown on the tackle. And that's the one Glen Rose Beaver.
Run does net a 1st down for Glen Rose. Right at the 25-yard line. It'd be 1st and 10 there for the Beavers. There's a snap. There's a flag on the play. Number 9, Jeffrey Schaefer with the tackle again. This time it's number 2 running the ball for Glen Rose. That's Heath Balance. But as I mentioned, there's a flag on the play in the area. Probably going to be a holding call against Glen Rose, and they're backing up as if that's what they expected to be as well. And sure enough, the man with the white hat signals holding against Glen Rose. Ball comes back to the 35-yard line. 1st down and 20 now for the Beavers. There's a snap. A draw. And that's going to be sniffed out. Takes a couple guys to get him down, but they do bring down Heath Balance. Number 67 finishes it off for the Panthers. Alex Adcock with the tackle. That's going to make it 2nd and very long. Ball's all the way back now at the 41-yard line. Glen Rose is going to need to get down to the about the 15-yard line, so 2nd and quite a distance now for the offense. They're looking back to the coach for the play. Got 8 minutes and 23 seconds running in the first half of play. There's a snap, and we have whistles before the snap. I believe they just needed to get the clocks reset, play clock reset. So it wasn't a penalty. Just need to get the play clock set again. And so we're still looking at 2nd down and 26 for Glen Rose. There's the snap. All-out blitz by Magnet Cove. He's able to avoid the initial pressure. He's running to the sideline. He's going to be run out. And the most ticky-tack penalty against Magnet Cove. There was some contact, and yes, he was out of bounds, but I mean the defensive man was obviously trying to hold up and back off. I mean, you're running full speed. But they're going to call personal foul against Magnet Cove and march off 15 yards against Magnet Cove. In my opinion, that's a flag you got to keep in your pocket. I mean, there was the slightest of contact, and he was trying to hold up. But nonetheless, the flag falls, and it's 15 yards against Magnet Cove, and now Glen Rose has the ball 3rd and about 7 to go. But we had them held at 2nd and deep, and Referees kind of help them out. Now we got the run from the line of scrimmage, and that is a Glen Rose touchdown. With 7:52 left to go in the first half of play, 27-7, PAT is ensuing. There's a snap, there's a kick. I don't believe that one's good. No, it is not. Wide to the left. So the PAT is no good. 7:52 left to go in the first half of play. Score at Beaver Stadium is Glen Rose 27, Magnet Cove 7. This is PPRD Sports. We'll be right back.
Trader back deep for Panda.
Trader's back deep to receive the kickoff for Magnet Cove. Glen Rose tees the ball up, kicks it from the 40-yard line as normal. That one's going to get into the end zone for a touchback. There for a minute it was angling to the sideline. I thought it might get out of bounds when they'd have a penalty for the kick out of bounds, but it finds the end zone before it goes out of bounds, and so touchback. Magnet Cove will have the ball 1st and 10 from its own 20-yard line, needing desperately to be able to put a drive together. And, of course, points would be, icing on the cake, but need to be able to put together a drive and keep the defense off the field, let them get some rest and breathe a little bit, and keep Glen Rose offense off the field. Almost just imperative to be able to sustain some type of a drive here. There's the snap. And that's a good way to start right there. Handoff is to number 11, and he picks up good yardage coming around the end. Braden Browning carrying the ball. He's Hunter Browning, I'm sorry. Ball's all the way out to the 39-yard line, and it is 1st and 10 there for Magnet Cove. Hayden Browning. What it says. Glen Rose defense is there defensively this time. Number 2, Justice Traylor running the ball, but he stopped right there at the line of scrimmage. In fact, looks like he's going to lose a yard on the play. 2nd and 11 now. Magnet breaks the huddle. They've got 2 wideouts very far, opposite ends of the field, one close, one far. Handoff is up the middle. He's met hard at the original line of scrimmage.
Wayne again on the carry. Gain of about 3 yards out to the 40. Sage Pugh.
3rd and 9 for Magnet Cove. Ashcraft in as quarterback. Magnet Cove breaks the huddle. Really need to get a first down here if possible. 3rd down and 9. Pass is incomplete, almost picked off over the outstretched hand of his receiver, and then almost into the hands of a Glen Rose defender. Brings up 4th and 9.
As Cheney, depending on
5:59 left to go in the first half of play. Ball is out at the 40-yard line. Magnet Cove is in punt formation. There's the snap, the punt. It's away good, clean. Fielded at the 15-yard line. Coming to this side of the field now. He's around the end. He's out at the 50. He's at the 30. One man to beat, and he's got a blocker. And that's a Glen Rose touchdown. Glen Rose in formation for the PAT. There's the snap, the kick is no good. 5:41 to go in the first half of play. The score is Glen Rose 33, Magnet Cove 7. We'll have the ensuing kickoff in just a moment. This is PPRD Sports. We'll be right back. Glen Rose out ready to kick off the ball after that touchdown. Magnet Cove's back deep to receive, and Gary and I were just talking about this is gut check time now. You can't give up. You got to dig down deep. I've been where the Magnet Cove players are. You get down in the game, and the hole just seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger. But you got to find that pride, and you got to continue to fight. And so I look forward to hopefully seeing Magnet Cove just not lay down and quit on this. And I don't think they will. I don't believe they will. I believe they'll continue to fight and claw their way back and show that they have that pride in themselves and in their school and our community. So good run back on that kickoff. Tackled by a host of the defenders. Ball's out to the 27-yard line, and Magnet Cove will have the ball there, 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. .5:27 left to go in the first half of play. Magnet Cove breaks huddle and comes to the line of scrimmage. Nobody out wide in either direction. Give is straight up the gut.
That's Williams to carry.
Ball's out to the 28-yard line. Maybe,
27-yard line.
I guess not. No gain on the play. It'd be 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. About a yard on the play. That's number 20 running the ball. Evan Ashcraft with the carry. Gain of about a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 9.
It's going to be 3rd down and 9.
For the Panthers. And again, just really important, if all possible, to get a first down here and just give your defense a chance to catch their breath and rest up just a little bit. They've been on the field quite a bit tonight. Flag on the play, and again we have a dead ball, delay a game against the Panthers. That's 5 more yards that they'll back up now. And with that penalty, Magnet Cove will call timeout. 4:04 left to go in the first half of play. Timeout Panthers. We'll take one with them. After the timeout, Magnet Cove comes back, 3rd and very long. Ashcraft's under all kinds of pressure. They've set up the screen, and boy, Glen Rose is right there to sniff that out. The ball is complete as far as the pass is concerned. Number 12, Julius McClellan with the reception. It picks up a little bit of that penalty yardage, but it's 4th down and 11 for Magnet Cove.
Ball's at the 25, will be 4th down and 12.
4th and long for the Panthers. Ball at the 25-yard line. And again, Magnet Cove now in punt formation. Glen Rose back deep to receive. Flag on the play before we could.
We got five yards on that, offsides.
We have a flag on the play.
Dead ball foul, offsides against Glen Rose.
Against the Beavers.
That'll give us 5 more yards. Ball's going to be set now at the 30-yard line. It's still 4th down and still 4th and 7. I don't know that would change our mind as far as going for it versus punting. I don't see that it would. But it does give us a few more yards from which to punt. Punt comes off kind of wobbly. Is handled by number 11 for Glen Rose. He's tackled immediately there by number 10. David Dickinson with the tackle. Ball is set now at the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Glen Rose. Quarterback back to pass. Got a little bit of pressure on him. He's going to be dropped for a sack.
How's Glenn keeping the ball that time? Brought down in the backfield.
Number 54 there with the sack. I was waiting to get a number on him. That's Austin Oates with the sack. Loss of about 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12. Two minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Quarterback calls for the ball, hands the ball off. Action's happening right in front of us now.
Dalton Taylor on the carry.
Tackled by number 23 for Magnet Cove.
Williams and McCauley.
That's Gavin McCauley with the tackle. ball's back at the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Be a huge boost for Magnet Cove if they were able to get a stop, 3 and out, and get off the field. Quarterback drops back for a pass. Pass is incomplete. It's going to be 4th down, 4th and 10 from their own 46-yard line.
It's going to bring up a 4th down for the Beavers.
Right now, the offense is staying on the field for Glen Rose, unless the quarterback's also the punter. Magnet Cove does have one man back deep, Julius McClellan. You know, there's a lot of colleges that are doing that pooch kick type thing. Quarterback stays out there. Defense doesn't know whether they're going to punt or run a play, and that's exactly what Glen Rose does there. Quarterback takes the ball and punts it. Boy, did that work out well for them. Ball rolls dead at the 10-yard line. So Magnet Cove will have the ball 1st and 10, but deep in their own territory. 1:41 to go into halftime. Whatever you do, you don't want to make a mistake here. You already got a hole, but you don't want to make a mistake here and at your own 10-yard line and make that hole even larger. So, very important for the offense to click and make sure our handoffs and everything is clean. There's going to be a flag. There's contact. There's the flag. It finally falls. There was contact at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be against Glen Rose, offsides. You had to call it because there was contact. It just took a while. Maybe the referee couldn't get it out of his pocket quick enough. Offsides, 1st and 5 now from the 15-yard line. There's the snap. Ashcraft back to make a pass. It is complete. That's going to be more than enough yardage for the 1st down.
Pass complete, but Kidder here on the near sideline.
Number 1, Kidder with the reception. Kaiser Kidder brings that one in. Went up and got that one. And able to bring it down, and ball is moved out to the 25, 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the 25-yard line. Again, there's another pass, and this one also is complete. He breaks the tackle out to the 40-yard line almost, just shy of the 39-yard line. McClellan there, Julius McClellan with the reception. And that's enough for another Magnet Cove 1st down. 39-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. 1:11 to go in the first half of play. Glen Rose has a man shaking up just a little bit, hobbling off the field, but he is on his own power. Ashcraft looking to the sideline for the call from the coach as to what he would like to have run here. 1st and 10 at the 39. Ashcraft calls for the snap. He fakes the pass out to this side. Then he's going to go deep, but he's going to overshoot his receiver. Intended target is number 22, Braden Campbell. Ball just over is basically an uncatchable pass at that point, but well overshot his target. 1:05 left to go in the first half. Ball comes back to the 40-yard line. It is 2nd down and 10. Ashcraft back to pass again. Here comes some pressure in his face. He eludes that. Lineman helps him pick up a block. And that pass is going to fall incomplete. Both the receiver and the Glen Rose defender was jockeying for position and fighting to bring the ball down, and neither one of them were able to control the ball and bring it down. So it's an incomplete pass. That stops the clock. 55 seconds left to go in the first half of play. The ball will come back to the 39-yard line, original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Panthers. Snap. Julius McClellan running the ball. He's going to be all the way out to the midfield stripe. That's going to be enough for a Panther first down.
Carry that time's out to midfield. It's going to be 1st and 10.
First and 10 from midfield. Clock still running, 47 seconds. Ashcraft back to pass. Ball is out to number 12, Julius McClellan again. Now, there ought to be a flag there. If they threw a flag on us for a late hit out of bounds, there's got to be one there. And yet they do not throw it. So the ball's going to be at the 45-yard line. Well, I don't know how you don't call that one if you're going to call the one against us a minute ago. But it'll be 1st down and 10 now from the 45-yard line. It wasn't just an egregious hit, but, again, there was more to it than the one they called for us. 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the 45-yard line. Timeout called by Magnet Cove. 38 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Magnet Cove calls timeout. This is PPRD Sports. We'll take a timeout with them and be right back. All right, we're back to live action. Both bands have started to make their way down to the sidelines to get ready for their halftime entertainment shows. There we have the snap. Fake the give to number 17. And we're going to be dropped back across midfield. Timeout called by Magnet Cove. By my math, that should be their last timeout. Evan Ashcraft sacked in the backfield. They're actually going to call him down at the 48-yard line of Glen Rose. It's going to be 3rd down and long when we come back to live action. Well, they come back to the line of scrimmage at the 48-yard line of Glen Rose. 3rd down and long. We'll see what Coach has up his sleeve for this play. There's the snap. Ashcraft back to pass. He's going to complete that pass and pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Pass is complete to number 1. Kidder with the reception. 23 seconds left to go now in the first half of play. The ball's inside the Glen Rose 40-yard line, down to the 38. There's the snap. Ashcraft drops deep, gets a little pressure, flush from the pocket, and he throws one up. Kidder was knocked down or fell down. There is a flag on the play, so I'm assuming maybe he got knocked down. He winds up on the ground, and two defenders swat the ball down, but there is a flag on the play. 14 seconds left to go in the first half of play, and the officials will huddle and discuss the infraction. We'll let you know as soon as we know. Actually, they're going to wave the flag off. So there was no infraction. 14.6 seconds left to go in the ball game, or in the first half of the game. Second down and 10. There's the snap. Ashcraft back deep, and he bounces that one to his receiver. That's going to fall incomplete. Third down. Ball comes back to the 38-yard line. 10 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Third down and 10 for the Panthers. There's the snap. Fakes to give up the middle. A lot of pressure coming in his face. And that pass is also going to fall incomplete. It's going to be fourth down. Fourth and 10. 5.8 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Fourth down. Going to hold the ball long enough that the half will end and throw it up. And it's going to be intercepted by Glen Rose about the 5-yard line. He's got a head of steam. He's across the 50. He's got some blockers. And the last blocker runs interference, and he is a 95-yard pick six for Glen Rose. No time left on the clock for the first half. We do have an injury on the play. I believe it's a Glen Rose player that is down.
Guess he shouldn't have been celebrating so much.
While they attend to him, well, I was going to say we'll take a break, but they've got him up, and he is no, I don't guess he was. I saw a player getting up, and I thought maybe it was him. While they tend to the injury to the Glen Rose player, we'll take a timeout. This is PPRD Sports, and we'll be right back. There's the snap. The kick is up, and it is good.
It's good.
No time left on the clock, so it is the end of the first half. The score is Glen Rose 40, Manic Cove 7. Both the junior high and the senior high teams for Magnet Cove will be home next week. Thursday night will be the junior high against Riverview, and Friday night we'll be home hosting Parker's Chapel. So both games next week, junior high and senior high, will be home games. Hope to see you come out and support the Panthers. It's halftime at Beaver Stadium. The bands and cheerleaders and everybody's getting ready to entertain the fans in the stands. And we're going to take a break and bring you the second half action just as soon as it gets started from Beaver Stadium. This is PPRD Sports. Hi, we are back for second half action here at Beaver Stadium. If you'll remember, to begin the game at the coin toss, Cove had won the coin toss and deferred to the second half. So they'll be receiving the ball to begin the second half of play. Glen Rose will be kicking off. Magnet Cove is taking the field. They are already lined up and ready to roll. Here comes the Beavers. Again, remind you, both teams, junior high and senior high, will play at home next week.
Jackson kickoff, start the second half.
Come out and support the Panthers as they are home next week, Thursday night and Friday night. And the kicker approaches the ball. There's the boot. Ball's going to come down about the 15-yard line. It's out over the 20, the 25. He got popped for a second, but he able to fall forward for another 2 to 3 yards. Hayden Browning handling the kickoff for the Panthers. Ball is out across the 30-yard line to the 31. It'll be first down and 10 for the Panthers. Magnet Cove breaks huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback calls for the ball. He gives the ball off up the middle. That's number 3, Jacob Clausen, running the quarterback now. Gain of 3 on the play. I didn't catch the number of the running back, but Clausen in now at quarterback, at least for that play. Remains such for this play. It is second down and 7 for the Panthers. There's a snap. Clausen back to pass. Pass is complete across the middle to number 12, Julius McClellan. He carries the ball out to the 45-yard line. That is enough for a Magnet Cove first down. First and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Clausen was on target with that first pass of his attempts tonight. He's back to pass again. That one is nearly picked off, but falls incomplete. I believe it was McClellan again that it was intended for. Second down and 10 from the 45-yard line. And already Magnet Cove has broke huddle and comes back to the line of scrimmage. There's the snap. Offensive lineman didn't hold up quite as well there. Running back is caught in the backfield. Just a small loss, a yard. Third and 11. Third down, 11. Cowbells are ringing here at Beaver Stadium. There's the pass. And pass intended for number 20, Evan Ashcraft, falls incomplete. Fourth and 11 for Panthers.
It's going to bring up fourth down 11 for the Panthers.
Offense stays on the field for the Panthers. Fourth and 11. Man in motion. Clausen drops back in the pocket. Now he fires it. It is complete, and he falls forward. I believe he's going to have enough for a first down. That's number 12, Julius McClellan. He catches the ball. He's short, and he's hit short. But he's able to keep his legs churning and falls forward. And on a fourth and 11, Magnet Cove is able to pick up enough yardage for first down. Keeps the drive going. Glen Rose offense on the sideline, and the Magnet Cove defense are able to rest a little bit. Back to live action. There's the snap. Clausen back to pass again. And again, it's complete, this time to number 22. He carries it ahead for about another 10 yards after the catch. That's Braden Campbell with the reception. Maybe Clausen has provided a little bit of spark for the offense. Ball is inside the 25-yard line. Call it the 23. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. You know, they look really good on the opening drive of the first half and looking good on the opening drive of this half. Just got to keep it up and keep that consistency. Handoff goes out on the left side. Picks up a good gain. Number 12, Julius McClellan winning the ball. Running it hard.
Takes it down about the 17-yard line.
Ball's at the 17-yard line. It's 2nd down and 4. Magnet Cove looking good on this drive right now. 2 men out wide on the near side of the field. On the far side, 1 man. 2 running backs, pardon me. Clausen's passes into the end zone and falls incomplete, but there are flags in the end zone.
Pass is incomplete, but we do have a flag down in the end zone.
Figures to be pass interference. Three officials get together and talk it over. Pass interference against Glen Rose. So Magnet Cove will have the benefit of that infraction against the Beavers. Ball's inside the 10-yard line. So that's going to be a 1st and goal to go for the Panthers. Quickly they break huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Clausen's pass intended for number 1, Kidder, falls incomplete. 2nd down, goal to go from about the 8-yard line. Magnet Cove running a fade route there. Kidder on that fade, and ball was just out of his reach. Panthers break huddle. That pass is complete, and they're going to drive him out of bounds short of the goal line. But there is a gain on the play.
Looks like the ball will be spotted down about the 5-yard line.
According to the public announcer here at Beaver Stadium, the ball's going to be about at the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal to go for the Panthers. Figures has, I was going to say figured to have 2 shots to put this one in the end zone, but Clausen is sacked in the backfield. Loss on that all the way back out to about the 15-yard line, so that's going to bring up 4th and goal at the 11. Magnet Cove lined up for a field goal attempt. Need to get some points, something positive to build on for the rest of the second half. There's the snap. It's down. And the field goal attempt is blocked by Glen Rose. And so the ball will go over to Glen Rose. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Magnet Cove drove the ball, looked good driving the ball that first drive of this half, but just not able to put anything on the board out of it with that blocked field goal. So Glen Rose comes out, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Quarterback brings a man in motion. Claps his hands, ready for the snap. Give is up the middle. He's churning his legs, carries a couple of defenders with him.
They had a fumble on the play.
Number 33, Brett Williams with the tackle.
It was recovered by the Beavers.
It was a fumble on the play, but Glen Rose is able to cover it back up for themselves. And so the ball is out over the 30-yard line to about the 31. It'll be 1st and 10 for Glen Rose from their own 31-yard line. Passes over the middle and is complete down to the Magnet Cove 45-yard line. Tackle is made by number 11, Hayden Browning, but not before Glen Rose crosses midfield. Ball's going to be set up at the 47 of Magnet Cove. It's going to be 1st and 10 there for the Beavers. There's a snap, handoff in the middle, and he finds large running room. Brought down by number 5 with the tackle, Cade Davis. But again, there's 10-plus yards on the carry, so the ball goes down to the 36-yard line. It's another Glen Rose first down. 6:40 left to go in the third quarter of play. Glen Rose is driving the ball. They took over the ball inside their, at their 20-yard line, and they've got the ball down now to the 36. Pass is in the air, and it is hauled in by the receiver, and that is a Glen Rose touchdown. 36-yard touchdown reception by Glen Rose.
That was Connor Taylor for the Glen Rose touchdown.
PAT is up, and it is no good.
Point after is no good.
6:25 to go in the third quarter. The score is Glen Rose 46, Magnet Cove 7. We'll have a kickoff in just a moment. This is PPRD Sports. We'll be right back with live action. And there's the kickoff. Magnet Cove fields the ball about the 15-yard line. Clock begins to run. It won't shut off for the rest of the game now.
Browning on the kickoff return.
Justice Traylor carrying the ball out for Glen Rose. He gets popped pretty good as he crosses the 20-yard line. Gets the ball out to the 25-yard line. Officials having a hard time getting it sit still. It's rolling away from them, but the ball's at the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Magnet Cove. Well, and they did stop the clock. We're at that magic number where it's supposed to continue to run. That's right. Now when they snap it, it will. Magnet Cove comes up and breaks a huddle. Clausen still in at quarterback. Got 2 wide to the short side of the field and 1 to the far side. Delayed draw up the middle. Running back slips as he goes to make a cut. Matt Stone running the ball. Went to plant his foot in the ground and make a cut, and that turf just gave away under him, and he went down and was covered there. The ball's out to the 29-yard line. It's 2nd down and 6 there for Panthers. Blitz coming from Glen Rose. The draw fills the hole where the blitzer came from. Left him a wide open hole as that defender came in on the blitz, and the running back just hit the same hole he came from. He carries the ball out to near 45-yard line. That's a Manic Cove 1st down.
It's marked at the 43, where it'll be 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 43-yard line. Clausen returns from the sidelines with the next play. Offense breaks huddle. Center comes up and is set over the ball. Everybody set. There's the snap. Gives up the middle. He carries a couple of defenders with him. Picks up, looks like about 3 yards on the play.
Out to the 49-yard line. Burris on the play for the Beavers. It's going to be 2nd down and about 4.
Ball just short of midfield, 2nd down and 4. Handoff up the middle. He's going to be real close, maybe just a little short. It would depend on the spot.
No, 1st down.
1st down signaled by the officials.
Burris again on the carry down to the 47-yard line.
Ball is across midfield down to the Glen Rose 47-yard line. 1st and 10 there for Manic Cove. There's a nice run up the middle. He's down inside the 35-yard line. That's number 2, Justice Traylor, carrying the ball.
Shaky on the tackle.
Ball is inside the 35-yard line down to the 34. 1st down there for the Panthers. 1st and 10. Clausen takes a snap. We got a flag on the play. It's going to be offsides against Glen Rose. So that's going to give us 5 more yards. Down will be the same, 1st down, but it'll be 1st and 5 now. Substitutions coming in for the Glen Rose defense. Ball's now at the 29. 1st and 5 there for the Panthers from the Glen Rose 29-yard line. Clausen in the gun. There's the snap. He hands the ball off up the middle. Justice Traylor running the ball, running hard. He's all the way inside the 20-yard line. That's going to be enough for another Panther 1st down. So Manic Cove enters the red zone. Ball's going to be at the 19-yard line. Offense will set up there 1st and 10 from the Glen Rose 19-yard line. Kidder and Ashcraft split out to the far side of the field. Fumble on the play, covered up by Manic Cove. Will be a little bit of a loss. A little bit of a mix-up in the exchange between Traylor and Clausen. Winds up with the ball on the ground. Loss will be back out to the 21-yard line. 2nd down and 12. You see that happen often when you have a quarterback come in and just, you know, that difference and cadence sometimes will start pressure comes up the middle. That difference in cadence can sometimes start a false start, and sometimes there's some exchange issues. And Matt Stone with the reception, number 8, he carries the ball down, but there is a flag on the play. So that's going to negate that reception. The gain on the play. Stone with the reception, but again, negated by the penalty. I'm sure Glen Rose will take the penalty and back the Panthers up, and indeed they are. The officials are marking off the 10 yards for holding. The ball's going to come out to the 34-yard line.
Penalties back to the 34-yard line.
It's going to be second and long now for
about 24.
Panthers. There's the snap. Give us number 15. And he's got all the way down to the 20-yard line. Great run there. Matt Stone running hard. He gained all of the penalty yardage back, which would have been about 14 yards, well, between the fumble and the penalty. So it's 3rd down and 11 now. Gain of about 13 on the play as it was 2nd down and 24. Now it's 3rd down and 11. Again, it figures that you would have probably 2 plays to try to get that first down, and you can get a first down without scoring a touchdown here. It wasn't a goal-to-goal situation. There's the pass from Clausen, and it's picked off. Glen Rose picks it off. Then there's a fumble after the interception. I believe Glen Rose recovered the fumble, though. They're going to have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Turnover bug is just still biting us, and we're going to have to work on that. That's an end to the 3rd quarter of play. We'll make the long walk to the other end of the field for the 4th quarter, and PPRD Sports will be bringing that 4th and final quarter to you very soon. Before we take that break, just a reminder, PPRD Sports have lots of areas and open slots for anybody who would like to become a sponsor, kickoff sponsor, or coin toss sponsor, anything like that. Just contact Gary Lane. I believe the information is showing on the screen. And call Gary Lane and become a proud sponsor of Magnet Cove Athletics. PPRD Sports. We'll be right back.
Their own 25-yard line.
All right, the Beavers will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line as we start the 4th and final 12-minute section of the game. Number 7, the quarterback, starting quarterback, still in, and we're throwing a bomb over the middle, and it's all the way down to the Magnet Cove 35-yard line. That's a Glen Rose 1st down.
Trailer on the tackle, the ball's all the way down the 35-yard line, and that's another Glen Rose.
Justice Trailer with the tackle. 46-7, the score. Glen Rose marching down the field at the 35-yard line. You hope to not see a starter get hurt and cost you later on in the season. Perhaps maybe, keep you from going to playoffs when a game's well in hand. There's a handoff, and there is another Glen Rose touchdown. Flag on the play. Appears to be holding against Glen Rose, and that'll negate a 35-yard touchdown scamper. A lot of discussion. Now we finally get the mark off for the penalty. Glen Rose walking backwards. Ball's going to be spotted at the 40-yard line.
Holding penalty marked off back to the 40-yard line.
First and 15 for Glen Rose.
Heath Balance on the carry.
Heath Balance running the ball for Glen Rose. Tackled by number 23 for Magnet Cove, Gavin McCauley. Also number 25, Aiden Sullivan in on the stop. Ball is inside the 35 at the 33. It'll be second down and 8 for the Beavers. Clock rolling, 10 minutes left to go in the ball game. Gain on the play is enough for another Glen Rose first down.
Davis still on the tackle at the 21-yard line. And that's another Glen Rose Beaver.
Quarterback calls for the snap. Hands the ball off to number 2. He's drugged down by number 66 first, and then 63 comes over to help him out. 66, Preston Sawyer. 63, Chris Medina. Gain of only a couple of yards on the play. Second down and 8. And there's another pass. It is complete. Tackle made by number 2, Justice Traylor.
Number 88, Tag Haynes on the reception down at the 5-yard line.
Gain on the play down to the 5-yard line. First and goal for the Beavers.
Be first to go right at the 5.
8.5 minutes left to go in the game. First and goal from the 5-yard line. Man in motion for Glen Rose, number 20. There's the snap. Give us to number 2 again. And he goes up the middle for another Glen Rose touchdown. Kick is up, and it is good. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the ball game. The score is 53-7, Glen Rose. We'll see if Magnet Cove can mount another drive. They've drove the ball offensively pretty well this time in the second half. Just some fumbles and things of that nature, blocked punts or blocked field goal attempts, and we've just not been able to cash in on anything. But they've moved the ball much better in the second half. We'll take a break as they are awaiting the kickoff in the after that touchdown. This is PPRD Sports. We'll be right back. There's a kickoff by Glen Rose. Comes down at the 10-yard line. Magnet Cove handles the kickoff well. It's out over the 30-yard line. We'll see where the spot is.
Campbell on the return.
That's Campbell with the handling the kickoff duties for Magnet Cove. Nice little run back there. Picks up about 20 to 23 yards. 24 yards, actually, because they're going to spot him at the 34-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Magnet Cove 34-yard line.
Ball be spotted at the 33-yard line. The 1st and 10 for Magnet Cove.
Handoff up the middle. It's across the 35 down to about the 36-yard line.
Stone on the carry that time.
I believe that's Matt Stone running the ball. He's across the 35 to the 37. Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6. Magnet breaks huddle. Comes line of scrimmage. Everybody set. Well, they were set for a minute, but then a false start. Going to be a flag against Magnet Cove. 5-yard penalty for a false start. So the 4 yards that Stone picked up a minute ago are going to be negated by that penalty, plus 1 more. 2nd down and 11 now for the Panthers. 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. There's a snap, and it's through the quarterback's hands. Picked up in the backfield. And advanced back close to the line of scrimmage before tackled.
Now Sklater carried the ball out about the line of scrimmage there. It's going to be
Justice Traylor picked up that loose ball in the backfield and carries it out just short of the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and long for Magnet Cove. Justice Traylor with a carry. There's another flag on the play. This will be a dead ball. We'll see what it is. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike against Glen Rose. That's their, I think, 2nd or 3rd of those tonight. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. Carry the ball out to the 45, across the 45. Across midfield to their own 49-yard line. It'll be 1st down there for the Panthers.
Penalty to take it down to the 49 of the Beavers for the 1st and 10 for Magnet Cove.
Two and a half minutes left to go in the ball game. Magnet Cove has the ball 1st and 10 from the Glen Rose 49-yard line. Number 5 running the ball hard for Magnet Cove, Cade Davis. Running the ball hard for Magnet Cove and carries the ball down to 46-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 for Magnet Cove. Cade Davis again on the keep, runs the ball. He's across the 35-yard line. That's enough for a Magnet Cove 1st down.
35 to the 34-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Minute and a half left to go in the ball game. While it's winding down, let me remind you again, Thursday night, Friday night, Magnet Cove Junior High and Senior High will be at home. Come out and support the Magnet Cove Panthers. Don't forget to jot down that number and get a hold of Mr. Gary Lane if you'd like to become a sponsor for PPRD Sports. Lots of open areas to do that. There's the snap. Magnet Cove finding good running room now. Matt Stone running the ball. It's another 10-plus yard gain and picks up another first down for Magnet Cove. Ball is inside the 25-yard line, down at the 24, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. 40 seconds left to go in the ball game. Again, number 5, Kay Davis, is playing quarterback now. He keeps the ball, pitches out at the last minute. Magnet Cove running back is driven out of bounds. Justice Traylor carrying the ball. Driven out of bounds on the far side of the field from here. That may be it. That is the end of the ball game. Well, from Beaver Stadium, we wish you a good night, and hope to see you again very soon. Thank you for joining us tonight. Final score tonight, 53-7. This is PPRD Sports, and we'll be back with you next Thursday evening.
Everybody please